Mostar is situated on the Neretva River and is the fifth largest city in the country. Mostar was named after the bridge keepers, Mostari, who guarded the Steri-most old bridge over the Neretva during the Ottoman era. The Old Bridge, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, commissioned by Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century, is one of Bosnia and Herzegovina's most visited landmarks, and is considered an exemplary piece of Islamic architecture in the Balkans. Ancient and medieval history. Human settlements on the river Neretva, between Mount Hum and the Velez mountain, have existed since prehistory, as witnessed by discoveries of fortified onsants and cemeteries. Evidence of Roman occupation was discovered beneath the present town. As far as medieval Mostar goes, although the Christian basilicas of late antiquity remained in use, few historical sources were preserved and not much is known about this period. The name of Mostar was first mentioned in a document dating from 1474, taking its name from the bridge keepers, Mostari. This refers to the existence of a wooden bridge from the market on the left bank of the river which was used by traders, soldiers, and other travelers. During this time it was also the seat of a Cadillac district with a regional judge. Since Mostar was on the trade route between the Adriatic and the mineral-rich regions of central Bosnia, the settlement began to spread to the right bank of the river. Some of Mostar's notable sites include the Bishop's Ordinariate building, ruins of an early Christian basilica in Sim, a Hammam Ottoman public bath, clock tower, Sahat Kula, synagogue, 1889, and Jewish memorial cemetery, Nesa Vujakovic Mosque, Hammam Kurt Mosque or Tabasica, Metropolitan's Palace, 1908, Karagoz Bey Mosque, 1557, Cathedral of the Holy Trinity, 1873, Catholic Church and Franciscan Monastery, Ottoman Residence, 16th-19th century, Krukad and Halebaja Towers. Another important symbol of the city is the Second World War Partisan Memorial Cemetery in Mostar, designed by architect Bogdan Bogdanovic. Its sacred quality derives from the union of nature, water and greenery, with the designer's architectural expression. The monument was inscribed on the list of national monuments in 2006. Catholic pilgrimage sites in Medjugorje are also nearby, including the Tekaja Dervish Monastery in Blagaz, the 13th century town of Pochatelj, the Blagaz Castle St. Jepan Grad, the Kravica Waterfall, the seaside town of Neum, the Roman Villa Rustica from the early 4th century, Mogorjello, Stekuk Necropolis of Stolok and the ruins of an ancient Greek city of Dorsan. Nearby places include the nature park Hutovo Blato, the archaeological site Dasilo, Lake Barako as well as the Vjatrenica cave, the largest and most important cave in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Two city names appear in medieval historical sources before 1474 with their later medieval territories and features, the cities of Neboza and Simski Grad. It was in the center of this area, which in 1408 belonged to Radivojevic, who built Sim Fort before 1443. Mostar is indirectly referred to as Ponce, the bridge, in a 1454 charter of King Alfonso V of Aragon, as a bridge had already been built there. Before 1444, the Neboza Tower was built on the left bank of the Neretva, which belonged to the medieval county still known as Vesenik or Vesarich. In 1468 the region came under the Ottoman Empire, and urbanization of the settlement began. It was named Kapruhisa, meaning castle on the bridge, with a cluster of 15 houses at its center. The city was organized into two distinct areas, the Karsaja, the craft and commercial center of the settlement, and the Mahala, or a residential area. The city was fortified between 1520 and 1566 and the wooden bridge was rebuilt in stone. In 1519, 925 r. The settlement was recorded as a fort and as Mostar and Kapruhisa, and was inhabited by Muslims and Christians. It had 4 Muslim families and 85 Christian families. The stone bridge, the Old Bridge, Mostar, was built in 1566 by order of Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent and quickly became a marvel at 28 meters, 92 ft, long and 20 meters, 66 ft, high. A symbol of the city after its own time. The Old Bridge was designed by Mimar Hayreddin, who was a student and apprentice of the Ottoman architect Mimar Sinan. In the late 16th century, Kapruhisa was a town in Sanjak, Herzegovina. The traveler Evliya Čelebi wrote in the 17th century that, "The bridge is like a rainbow arch soaring in the sky, spanning from one mountain to another steep. I, a poor and miserable servant of Allah, have crossed 16 countries, but I have never seen such a high bridge. It is thrown from rock to rock as high as the sky." The first church in the city of Mostar, the Serbian Orthodox Church, was built in 1834 during Ottoman rule. After Bosnia and Herzegovina declared independence from Yugoslavia in April 1992, the city was besieged by the Yugoslav People's Army JNA, following clashes between the JNA and Croat forces. The Croats are the Croatian Defense Council. HVO was organized and a large number of Bosniaks joined. JNA artillery periodically shelled neighborhoods beyond their control since early April. On the 7th of June the Croatian Army HV launched an offensive. Since the end of the Great War in 1995, great progress has been made in the reconstruction of the city of Mostar. By spring 2004, funding for this reconstruction came from Spain, the United States, Turkey, Italy, the Netherlands, and Croatia. A grand opening was held on the 23rd of July 2004 amid tight security. In July 2005, UNESCO added the old bridge and its immediate vicinity to the World Heritage List.